it says if you're late for 2 minutes, you lose rating. So I'm like, okay, but then I was late for 1 minute.
Not to trash talk the pro rating or anything. It just did not make huge amount of sense. I mean, it's anyway. Let me just kick off the voice recording. Apparently the Luxembourg server's dying. Anyway, welcome back everybody. You're watching the Premier League Season 3. This is the Winners Brackets Finals. Not the Grand Final, but the Winners Brackets Finals. Virtus.Pro versus Empire. Empire currently holding a 1-0 lead, winning a very easy 15-minute match earlier against Virtus.Pro. Now, my name is Trump, joining me is once again Envy, and Envy, you are hoping that Virtus.Pro wins or Empire will win this one, I forget.
I hope VP wins this one. I hope Empire wins overall, but I hope VP wins this one.
You just wanted to go to 3, and of course, I mean, it was a slightly disappointing match last game. We saw some interesting tactics. The support Nagasara. Now, you think this is actually a very viable strategy? Why in particular?
Support? What? I think it's a viable strategy.
Well, yeah, you think the Nagasara is like it's a legit choice to make, is support Nagasara.
I was asking at Reddit at one point, but yeah, I haven't had the chance to. I think it's okay. It's good. It's awful if they don't aggressive tri lane and it's not tri lane first tri lane, because Nagasara can't keep anyone out of the lane. He's melee. It's kind of like a Nubian assassin. So, but if it's a tri lane first tri lane, then he's good in tri lane first tri lane. He's strong in the tri lane with Riptide, with high armor, with high movement speed, high strength. He's good at fighting. So, and later on in the game, there's something you can do with sleep that's really weird, but it doesn't work when you're carry. Only works when you're support. Is that you sleep, and then you try to isolate someone by moving your hero around, and then someone unsleeps. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
right?
I get it. Yeah.
Well, that's not something you can do as a carry, because as a carry you need to be there to hit the hero. But if you're a support, then you can sleep, run in, and then run out. And if you're really freaking good, you can try to split up their heroes one by one and pick them off.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like you throw the net in, and then sleep someone, and then move away from the netted guy, and then let everybody wail away on the netted guy. Or just just move away, leave one guy. So it's kind of like the BKB effect when only one person has a BKB on the enemy team, and he BKBs up, and then goes, yeah, I'm gonna fight you, and then suddenly he's fighting 5v1, and it's just not a really fun thing to have happen. But oh no, you were hoping VP were gonna win this one. I think I've seen Empire lose exactly one Wisp game ever. Was
that against us?
I can't remember. I think it was against us. Yeah, I think it was against you guys. I think it was the only one I've seen them actually lose with Wisp. This is going to be rough for Virtus.Pro. I mean, we saw last night SF. I thought it was going to be Funnick playing the Wisp, because Funnick is a hell of a Wisp player, but it was SS causing all sorts of havoc with a Wisp, and of course just teleporting Blow Your Brains around with, of course, Blow Your Brains playing the Chaos Knight, just teleporting him around, just setting up ganks and fights for him. And I would not be surprised if the third pick in about 2 seconds is going to be Chaos Knight.
It's going to be a freaking Chaos Knight.
I mean, it's pretty much Empire's hero of choice. I mean, obviously Wisp works fantastically with a hero like Sven, and you yourself run that a lot. A Sven Wisp deal whenever you can, but at the same time, I mean, it's Empire, they just have a name for it, and of course, on the gank, Wisp and Chaos Knight, they work so damn well together, and it's mostly the thing, they're not really looking to farm out, not necessarily looking to farm out a huge carry, it's mostly just they want him everywhere, ganking all the time, non-stop, and just striking fear into the hearts of their enemy.
Yeah,
but now
I don't know, Undying Wisp 2 Heroes Empire enjoys a lot, but instead VP decides to ban the Coddle, so they better have a plan. And it doesn't seem like they have a plan, because the reserve time is going down like crazy.
It's disgusting, this one. Now they're going to pick up the Bounty Hunter. Now this might help a little bit. At the very least, the track will help sort of counter the movement speed from the Wisp in the middle of the fight. So both teams are going to get very mobile, very speedy, and move around and dance around each other. But at the same time, I'm kind of hoping to see an Disruptor, mostly because NS plays a good Disruptor. They're actually going to pick up the Chaos Knight and deny them the option of grabbing that. So Empire, I mean, what are they going to grab? They've got Sven, they've got Tiny. Any of those...
I'm not sure if Empire's laughing right now or if they're face-palming. Like, wow. Did they really just do that? I wonder how much time Empire's gonna take for this pick.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that, I guess, the Chaos Knight at the same time, but the thing is, the Sven, I mean, this is what we've seen. This is what we've seen no Tidehunter do against the Chaos Knight, is just pick Sven, and then suddenly you've got the Cleave, which wrecks. Cleave and God Strength wrecks Chaos Knight illusions, and then he's got massive armor. A massive armor buff, which really cuts down the damage that Chaos Knight can do to anybody on the team. That huge Warcry. So I am definitely a little bit worried there about Empire if they just go, well, let's pick Sven, GG.
But if they don't, and VP bans it, then it's like GG. Next level CK steal. Life steal. Okay.
I mean that works. I mean any of those strength sort of semi carries or strength melee carries, it works well. Wisp can work well just because, and the biggest thing of course is just the mobility that he gives them, the fact that they can sit down, farm all day, and then show up to a fight if they want to. And in this case, Wisp and Lifestealer has a bit of another synergy as well. The fact that he can tether somebody else. Wisp can tether, say, Undying in this situation, grab the Undying. Lifestealer hitches a ride on the Wisp or the Undying. They jump in, and instead of a 2v1 gank, it's suddenly a 3v1 gank.
Yeah.
Although that's
generally is unnecessary though.
Yeah, it is unnecessary. Well, especially when like if you had the Chaos Knight, that would have been the better option, or someone with a stun. Generally speaking, having the 2 stuns is unnecessary. But in this case, Lifestealer doesn't have that huge power stun, and they'll just be working with the singular tether. I suppose the slow is nice, but against stuff like Firefly or even things that can just go invisible at the bounty hunter, it's always nice to have the secondary stun. Templar Assassin, not being banned up by Virtus.Pro as well, not letting Scandal get his hands on that. I don't blame them on that ban either. Especially, this is the Lifestealer and Templar Assassin, 2 heroes I see picked together so frequently, and I think they work really well in tandem, just because of the meld hits. The meld hits really sting, and the fact that Lifestealer often hitches a ride there on the teleporting and blinking heroes like Templar Assassin.
Yeah. But Wisp is also a really strong combo.
Oh yeah.
I think you've seen that before.
Yes.
We've used it.
Yeah, it is definitely very, very mean. I should mention that, and we should mention that Disruptor's been banned. No real surprise there, mostly because Wisp. It's a good way to deal with Wisp. The Wisp teleporting around trying to set up ganks is just NS, just getting, rather Disruptor just basically glimpsing them back unless you happen to be Godblack and don't actually pick glimpse because you're insane. But as it is, he will be banned out. And of course, NS does play a very, very mean Disruptor, but we will have Nature's Prophet banned out as well. Interesting. Okay, then they will be banned at the Nature's Prophet. I suppose they're just a little bit worried about the global nature, of course. Wisp, Nature's Prophet, just teleporting around, dragging someone with them as well with the tether. It does generally make it fairly easy to pick somebody off.
Is that part kind of aggressive trialing? Well, Undying. Undying is good against Chaos Knight. You steal strength, he loses damage. And his damage is already really random, so if he loses any more damage, it becomes fairly hard for him to last it.
And just flat out, it's annoying to always have pressure in your lane, like heavy pressure in lane. Of course, Undying, really in the early game, doesn't really afraid of anything. He just gets stuck in there. Has Decay, has a Tombstone, has so many good spells in that early phase that work well at a low level. Like Decay works fine at a low level, especially in the early game. Just even hitting a couple of heroes with 1 burst, it's suddenly huge increase in damage and health.
I'm scared for VP right now. If Empire decides to solo the Lifestealer, like safe lane solo against the bounty hunter is gonna get like super crushed. So they have a choice of doing that. Let's see if they actually do that though. It's kind of weird.
Alright, just to extrapolate on that point, the bounty hunter versus the Lifestealer. Of course, bounty hunter is Janata that has that sudden burst damage you can harass with, but specifically Lifestealer versus bounty hunter, is it mostly just the feast that worries you?
Yeah, you just hit him and you win.
Okay then, Lina though being the next pick for Virtus.Pro. In fact, this is something that we used to see a lot, was Chaos Knight, before Wisp started getting really popular, was Chaos Knight being backed up by stuff like Shadow Demon, just a setup stun, but like he acted as basically a setup stun. He'd be backed up stuff like Shadow Demon, backed up stuff like Leshrac, or in this case Lina as well. It's not a bad combination. Wisp is obviously the best. Probably the best, but the fact that Chaos Knight just throws out that Chaos Bolt, sets thing up, we had the Light Strike away, and then the the Dragon Slave to follow up. It's just a whole lot of damage, and the chain stuns are always really tough to deal with. Enigma though, pick number 4 for Empire. I get the feeling that he might be their suicide lane in this situation, unless, like you said, they could potentially throw the Lifestealer in that role. But do you think it's possible they might go for a dual lane here? Lifestealer being backed up by Wisp and just throw the Enigma into the jungle, and then have the Undying off lane?
It's possible. I haven't seen Funnick do that though. And I don't know. All Funnick's heroes are banned or picked.
Well, Funnick, I'm pretty sure can play more than 4 heroes, but
no, he can. But it just doesn't happen.
But I mean, Funnick hasn't had all his heroes picked banned. I mean, he's got the Wisp there.
Oh right. I don't know why I'm thinking SS is gonna play it.
Well, I mean, SS did play it yesterday, so there's that. Now, Vengeful Spirit being picked up by both. That to me screams offensive tri-lane. Chaos Knight, Lina, and Vengeful Spirit. That to me says they want to find Lifestealer and kick his head in ASAP. Of course, he can rage away through the stuns, but then If he gets picked off quickly by a magic missile, that's going to set him up. I mean, that's a lot of stun there. You've got Lina, you've got Counter to follow up after the magic missile. Okay, then. Alright, so it'll be SS playing Wisp again. Maybe this is the start of an SS era with the Wisp, and we'll just have Funnick playing those junglers and other heroes. Scandal, though, a solo mid with the Queen of Pain. He's going to be up against the Batrider. Queen of Pain versus Batrider. Who's your money on?
Queen of Pain versus Batrider? My money's on Batrider, but my money's also on Scandal.
Fair enough, then.
My money's on Scandal.
It's kind of like throwing Dendy mid with anything. It's like pretty much you throw all your money on Dendy regardless of what he's playing. But just going to call out the players here. We've got Virtus.Pro on the Radiant side, NS playing Lina, Emin playing Chaos Knight, KSI on the Vengeful Spirit, Santa playing Bounty Hunter, and Tame My Wild on the Batrider. They're all playing fairly stock standard roles there, supports, carries, that sort of business. No real switcheroos there in terms of players on roles. Empire on the Dire side will have Goblack playing the Undying, SS playing Wisp, Scandal on Queen of Pain, Blowbrains the Lifesteal, and Funnick playing the Enigma.
What the hell is going on right now?
Yeah, I mean that's
Funnick's going top.
They might just be doing a sweep. It's possible.
He's actually jungling. I think Goblack's still at bottom.
Yeah, I think he's going for the quick soul ring. That does look like a jungle build there. No way he'd be going out to a lane without a bit of health regen, I think.
So Santa's gonna shit on the Wisp if it's if they have a jungle hero and this Wisp's next against Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter's gonna hit the Wisp and then get experience. That Bounty Hunter's gonna get pretty sick. And I think Santa's the main reason to why they do really well in a lot of their games. Like he always ends up owning.
I don't think. Do you think the Bounty Hunter's going against Wisp and Nakes?
Yeah.
I don't think they are though. Surely they'd send the Chaos Knight, Vengeful Spirit, and Lina up against it.
You think it's gonna be aggressive trialing?
I get the feeling it could be. I mean, you pick 3 stunners like that. That to me screams.
Yeah, but Chaos Knight went Calling Blade, and if you go Calling Blade, it means you're farming.
Oh, I didn't check his items actually. Oh wow, yeah, you're right. No, it looks like it will be a safe. I mean, they could just throw Chaos Knight by himself down in that lane and then just bugger off and go and just roam and gank. I mean, that's always possible. They might just get active and just put pressure on the other lanes. I mean, if they want to, NS could just roam around as well. In fact, they picked up early smoke as well, so there you go. They could just go and start
money's
ganking.
on Scandal mid. He got pulled items.
Let's have a look. What has Scandal picked up? Oh yes, he has been given a bit of extra health regen. But here we go. It's going to be a... Wait a minute. Where are they going for a... No, surely not. Wouldn't be going for a level 1 rush.
They're taking too long, so there's no way they're going for it.
No,
they would have been inside already if they went for it.
Oh, okay, they're just checking to make sure the other team isn't doing it. Actually, with the negative armor there from the Wave of Terror, I guess it could have been possible, but that would have been a weird setup. I've seen teams do it with weird setups where they don't have any minions or anything to tank. They just rotate heroes and just have a few extra health potions. It does work, especially if you bring a bit of negative armor. You can actually take out the Roshan, but that would have been a bit of a weird one, a weird lineup to do it with.
If Santa plays this right, he might dominate this game. Let's see what happens.
The battle begins.
Santa, as you can see him shadowing Blue Brain. He's going to be back
a lot of experience.
This is true. He is going to get a lot of experience. Also should mention that Santa has been pulled items. He's got a poor man's shield to kick things off with.
It's a 0 bottom strat. I think Funny's going to go to jungle now.
0 bottom strat. Okay then. We'll see how this works out. Now Santa's actually just going to sit here and he's just going to block that easy. He's just going to block that easy camp just to try and prevent them from stacking and pulling it initially.
This means Scandal's going to lose mid. Because now that they're not sending anyone bottom, it means Scandal's going to get the mid lane pulled.
And there we go. He's already just going to pull out. He's going to pull out there. Although he messed it up. He only got 1 creep out of that wave.
Good. Getting 1 creep's really bad. Getting 1 creep's worse than getting 0 creeps. Because now he can't stack. Oh my god. He sucked it up again.
Oh, that's definitely a disappointing result for him there. And yeah, I mean, this is also going to... This means he can't pull again until the 2-minute mark. In fact, he's just going to try and kill that as quickly as possible. He might just go screw it and go and gank something now. The fact that that has been messed up pretty badly. I mean, they've got Vengeful Spirit. They could try. Oh, well, then I suppose actually Goblack's up in the top lane. Actually, it's not going to happen now. Both teams have done it. Both teams have done a 0. Like they've put nothing in the suicide lane. They've gone screw it. Let's get the hell out of there.
They messed up the top lane significantly.
And we've got the counter wards being tossed down.
Like they pushed the lane out.
Definitely worrisome there for them, but they've just thrown down some counter wards as well. SS is going to do a bit of harassing there. Not really going to do a whole lot though. Bounty Hunter with starting off the poor man's shield. Now Lina has gone into the mid lane Just trying to leech some experience there. We see the 4 stacks there on Scandal. Scandal, though, should be okay for now. And of course, he does have that blink. In fact, Scandal, I don't think there's any real way they can try and run down Scandal. He's got the blink. He should be able to escape if Batrider gets too aggressive behind that tower.
Yeah, he also has 10 magic stick charges.
Yeah, that obviously helps as well. Enigma, though, being left to his own devices in the jungle, not really being put in
the... That's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just trying to push. I mean, maybe he was thinking Scandal was gonna... I mean, I think he was baiting Scandal. Like, look at this, he's fairly low on health. He was thinking, yeah, okay, so if we get low like this, Scandal's gonna try and jump in and scream, just go for the killer. Because, I mean, he's falling fairly low, hoping for the bait there, but at the same time, Scandal not falling for it. That's my guess. I mean, that's the only reason I can see him fireflying beyond a misclick.
I think he just pushed out the lane so he can get the rune.
That's true, that's also definitely possible. I mean, it did manage to pick up a double damage rune there as well. Scandal, though, just gonna get sprayed and sprayed and sprayed.
Santa's getting too much experience right now. It's like, this shouldn't be happening. This really shouldn't be happening. The lane's pushed out again.
Okay, so in this situation, things are going... What would you do to try and sort of fix the lane? So just go and stack and just do a couple of big creep pulls?
For who?
I mean, for Empire to fix...
Empire?
Yeah, to fix the laning situation.
Yeah, they have to pull repeatedly to get the wave.
I think they're trying... Actually, no, Enigma just got his Soul Ring delivered.
SS... push the lane again.
Yeah, SS is just pulling once.
Yeah, he's not going to get the second one, so it's going to push out again.
Okay.
He's got double it again.
It looks like... I mean, the only explanation there is it's not too worried. Or maybe they're really hoping that now that it's pulling back towards their side, they can just set up a couple of ganks here on Santa. They do have the counter what's still down.
Oh, that's the problem. They have a Wisp Undying. Like, it's like one of the worst supports possible for killing someone.
Maybe if Enigma shows up, just the one stun might be enough. Batrider now has had his boots shipped out. Here we go. There's a smoke gank finally.
Look at that. Do you see that? What they're typing? I mean, what they're drawing? Oh, they're not gonna do it though. That would've been sick.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was following Virtus. I was following NS and Kes. I thought they were gonna wrap around behind the mid, but it looks like they are in fact going to just push this tower because it's like, yeah, alright, no real action here. Let's just go and do that. I see Funnick now getting harassed by Santa, although in fact he's actually doing a bit more damage there. He does have the idol on, but it looks like they're just gonna try and bust down a quick tower there. I mean, maybe this is what Empire were hoping. I mean, this is the only real explanation I have for them just sort of massing creep like this, is that they're trying to push down a quick tower.
Yeah. Santa actually stole one of the golems from Funnick, so Funnick's pretty mad right now.
Right then, but there we go. Virtus.Pro just going to keep busting these quick towers. They take down the first tier 1 there. Also just keep pushing towards the tier 2. They're just going to try and take these fast towers. Meanwhile, though, in the jungle, Funnick in some trouble here. Hasted Batrider with the Firefly. Not much you can do about this. As we see the tether gets thrown. There's the first blood. Firefly still doing a lot of damage here to Queen of Pain. Needs to be careful about singing that too much. There we go. Blinks forward, gets the screen down, brings down the Bounty Hunter. Wasn't really fair odds for him there. 3v1, gets hit by the Decay as well. Meanwhile, though, KSI and NS, two heroes that would have been very helpful in that gank attempt, are still busy push downs. And in this case, I mean, this isn't too bad. Bounty Hunter can catch up. He's going to be doing a fair bit of gank, but mostly he'll be able to catch up in terms of gold there with the track.
A 4-minute phase boots.
That's good. That's really good.
That's really freaking good.
I mean, granted, he was pulled the 4-man shield, but still,
bottom. He's gonna die.
They don't quite get the deny in there, but I think it looks like they're going to prevent the deny, but it looks like they will pick off Ammon at the very least. Wisp now giving chase. Going to speed up Go Black there. Lena should be able to get away at this rate. They're not going to be able to land any disables on her. She's just going to walk away from... Oh, maybe they will, actually. Lena doesn't have any boots. Decay again. One couple of hits here. There's the magic missile, but Go Black, if he can get the last hit in here, although they will pick off the Wisp. Zombie tower goes down. And Go Black just shepherding Lena towards her. She tries to drop a light strike array. Doesn't happen though. Gorbak decides not to take a run at Vengeful Spirit.
He could have killed Vengeful Spirit as well. I'm surprised he didn't go for it.
I think it was... He could have killed the Vengeful Spirit at the same time though. Ammon was about to respawn and did just teleport in there.
Yeah. Well, that's fine I guess. But while this was happening, Santa got 2 waves of experience and he got a lot of farm. He got 6 creeps. So he's... Like I said, he's getting a lot. He's going to be level 6.
And Batrider actually, Queen of Pain, Scandal taking a run at Tame My Wild there. He's just going to bottle up though and go and heal up. Also has his Tranquil Boots done, but yes, you're right. Bounty Hunter almost level 6. Once he hits that level 6, that's when he's going to really start getting the ball rolling here. Just start those track ganks rolling and just cause a lot of havoc. In fact, he's even just going to try and get to level 6 by jacking some of the neutral stacks here. Meanwhile though, in potential fight in mid on Batrider, no. Go Black skulking here, he's invisible, he has picked up an